I swear that isn't alcohol. Trust me. Hey there, welcome back to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we're reviewing the debut record from the American indie rock band Wallows. This one is entitled Nothing Happens. Wallows are relevant to the music industry when they caught buzz with their 1980s influenced EP Spring. That one dropped back in 2018. If you're not familiar with their music, you may know one of their guitarists and vocalists, Dylan Minnette, from the Netflix drama series 13 Reasons Why. Anyways, we're focusing on the music here today, and what Wallows kind of aims for on this debut record is a bit of a nostalgic trip for the listeners. Essentially, the themes of the album are entangled with a lost love and finding a way to move on through the woes of emerging adulthood. This record embodies that target or theme best on the track Sidelines, which is an addictive alt-rock single focused on the idea of rekindled love. The other vocalist in this band, Braden, is wallowing. Get it? He's wallowing because he's in Wallows. Yeah, terrible pun, but that aside, he's wallowing in the pain of regret that he prematurely ended a relationship. The spark is lost between this couple who have been apart for quite some time now, and he realizes that he can't get on the same page with her again because she's changed so much since they were last together. Thematically, this album follows up the familiar love with a new one on the track, Are You Bored Yet? I'll admit it, I didn't really care too much for this song when it first came out as the lead single for the project. I think I made it a middle-of-the-road track on my Hot and Cold series. But in the context of this album, I feel like this song has grown on me quite a bit. It basically follows up familiar love with a new one, as I was saying. Sonically, on Are You Bored Yet? It's a little dry and a little stagnant. I still feel like it's a little catchy, though. Coming back to back with that track, we get the next cut, Scrawny. This one makes use of gritty and abrasive guitar tones. It's a track that feels like it could have been lifted out of the Colorado discography. Nonetheless, it's one of my favorites on the project. For me, it kind of rounds out the solid string of songs on this record. It's lighthearted fun in the lyrics too. Some brass instrumentation gets time to shine on the track Ice Cold Pool. It has a trumpet solo, I think. It gives the alternative rock song a bit more of a mariachi tinge. The entire track just has a lot of fun instrumentation to it. The guitars get a chance to have a solo too. The lyrics tackle a bit more of the unpredictable future and hints at sleeping around with multiple people. But the moral of the story is that it's not a crime to take what's given. It's just a crime if you're paying for it. That's an obvious nod to prostitution. Worlds Apart is a track on here that tackles the long-distance relationship and the feeling of unknown or unresolved questions. The lyrics again reference beds. Now instead of moving around the room, they're now well made, as if this is imagery to say that the relationship has ended on good terms. Regardless of the imagery, it's another enjoyable track that doesn't feel too revolutionary in the way that it's pushing the genre to another level. It's just catchy and easy to stomach, and it demonstrates a chaotic dynamic progression. That dynamic progression that I was referring to gets cut off with the next track, What You Like, which is one of my favorites on the record as well. This one has some rattling bass, which is synchronized with the motoric drum pattern, and then the track explodes into this chaotic jam session around the 1 minute and 50-second mark. Easily the peak of the album's raw and in-your-face energy. The song Remember When has one of the catchier melodies that is paired with the most haunting sentiments in the lyrics. The guitar licks and vocals are played harmoniously, and the lyrics are tied up trying to sort out the figments of someone in their mind and what is actually being presented in front of them. It's like they're hallucinating their ex into existence. The song I'm Full has the most original sound on the guitar here. It's pretty creative with its solo, which is pushed up against the drum pattern that plays with precision. And that needs quite some skill because I feel like there are slightly different time signatures between the drums and the guitar, at least for the first couple seconds of the solo. The overall band's performance on the final act of this song reminds me of something that Car Seat Headrest would do. The bridge is also flavored with pleasing tom drum fills that are addictive and easy to replay. And then we get the album transitioning into the ambitious 6.5-minute closer, which is like this culmination of the album's themes and finally elucidates the title of the record. There are spacey synthesizers on the track. There are some lo-fi qualities to it too. The acoustic guitar pops up and comes in and out of the mix. The chorus is easily one of the catchiest and one of the most life-affirming that you can hear. The outro also jams in the horns that were on the track Ice Cold Pool. There's a bridge that throws in all the horrible events that have happened in a person's life, but the narrator ensures the listener that nothing really happens and all the memories of the good times that we have will still be there after we get through all the tough times. And that's the record in a nutshell, I'm really impressed with the lyrical maturity from this group of guys. It seems like they have a lot between their ears, and they know how to please the ears with some catchy alternative rock songs. Now, as far as the production goes, the tracks are handled by John Congleton. He's worked with Wallows before on the track Pictures of Girls. He's also worked with St. Vincent and the Canadian dream pop group Always. The production is pretty rough around the edges. Nothing happens. Like, it's solid. Everything has its punch and is mastered well. Just the raw approach is taken more often than not, and this plays to Wallows' strengths. Now, with that being said, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10. Now tell me what you thought of this project. Tell me if you think Wallows have reached their peak, or do you think the sky is the limit with the group? Leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. As always, have a rockin' day. Thanks for watching.